Well, happy Friday. It's a little bit of a different setting we have here. Dad and I, in the name of Todd Barsness slowing down, that guy, not me, and
And I'm
my
not John
business,
Barsness, just so
and you're
you know.
not John Barsness too. He's using um, John's Zoom account, as we always do. In the name of Dad slowing down and trying to somewhat semi-retire without turning the faucet off too much, and me trying to continue to build my business, we're cutting some time out of things, and one of those things is going down into our little studio that we had made and sitting there and doing that, and then having to pair the video and audio from a different camera to a different kind of audio thing and putting them together, which just took probably, 20 minutes to a half hour longer than I'd like to do. And so we figured, hey, we've got studios. Why not use the professional audio equipment that we have and just record it on Zoom? So that's what we're doing here. So thanks for bearing with us. We're going to do our numbers as always. And Dad's been in voiceover for 16 years. I've been in voiceover just starting my sixth year. I'm trying to make 110 grand this year. Dad's trying to make 188 grand this year, which will put him kind of at some, what do you call it?
Career milestones
There
is
you
what
go.
I'm
That's what we
calling
call
it.
it. Yeah.
Three specific career
Drew a blank.
milestones. I won't tell you what they are. Should I tell you
Okay.
what they are?
Tell us what they are for
Okay.
maybe new people.
First one will be that I'll have made over $2 million in direct email marketing income alone. Direct email marketing income over 2 million. I've already done that. So
Hmm.
that's accomplished. That was done actually last year. Another one was making $3 million total in it'll be 15
Voiceover
full
only income.
years. Yeah, it'll be the voiceover only income $3 million, and it will be 15 full calendar years that I was in, which leads me to averaging in those 15 full calendar years $200,000 or more per year. Those are
Nice.
the three milestones. If I make at least 188,000. I was going to just do 125 and I thought, well, why don't I push myself a little bit while I'm still got some energy here toward the end of my career, and instead of doing 125, I'll do 188. So that's what I'm shooting for that this year.
Where are you at right now on that? Are you
I should know that. It's getting close to 110.
okay? So you're moving right along. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make 110, and right now I'm past $70,000 made so far this year. So June's been a little bit of a slow start, but hopefully things will start picking back up for me. Fortunately, I have a pretty good cushion. Um, so anyway, we'll jump into our numbers. We're going to do our voiceover only income numbers for this week. What was it? 6/8 to 6/12,
Mhm.
Monday through Friday. So
Yeah.
here we go. I'm trying to make about $2,100 a week. That's about rounded down-ish, like 19 bucks or something like that. I can't remember. Zero warm responses, one audition in direct marketing. I did 5 jobs this week. Slow week, quiet week. Between Voice123, Upwork, Direct Email Marketing, Voices.com, Fiverr, ACX, VO Planet, and my agent. There's going to be a little bit of a caveat with my total this week, and you'll see it here in just a second. Nothing from Voice123, nothing from Voices, nothing from ACX or the VO Planet. Upwork, I did 2 jobs for a total of 172.80. Slow there. Direct marketing, I had 1 job for 750. Fiverr, I had one e-learning project for the total was 346. I get 276.80. And then I booked another agent job this week with my agent out of Chicago. And they had given the client a couple of, this is the caveat, they had given the client a couple of options for like buyout and stuff like that, what they wanted to do, and they hadn't yet made a decision on that. So they said, for sure, you got a $500 session fee coming your way. We'll let you know when we find out more details about the full buyout usage and everything like that. So that was nice. Right now, I have like a booking rate for my agent of like 1 in 25. So that's pretty good. That's better than my booking rate on voices.com, certainly, and Voice123. So um, anyway, that's the caveat. So when I know more, I will let you know. So my total this week from voiceover only income was 1699.60, $1,699.60. So still still pretty decent, which is just kind of a microcosm of my business is typically a little bit higher paying jobs and less of them, as opposed to dad's lots of jobs and a little bit lower paying. Um, then I did 2 hours of editing for dad. It's $20 an hour, $40, 1739.60 was my total. So
So what
there
we
you
need
have
to
it.
do is meet in the middle. I need to get my per project number
Yes.
up and do a few less and or whatever. I'll do more. I'll keep doing more. And
Yeah.
you need to get more, just more projects. You got
Yeah,
some
and
pretty
I
decent
do a
paying
ton
ones.
of I do a ton of auditions a week.
Yeah.
I do over probably 150 a week. So,
Let's
and
say
I'm
you
trying to find
make
more.
let's say you make $500 on that usage. Will you
Yeah.
put that for this week and just come
No.
back and report it? You'll just put it next week.
I'll
So
just put it
that's
towards
your
next
final
week.
number,
Yeah.
basically
Yep.
$1,700.
Yep.
Great. Okay. Sounds good. For me, I had a busy week, especially on Fiverr. I did 37 total projects this week. That's how I've built my business. And that's why when I talked about those career numbers, I've got those career numbers. Some people do it differently. That's fine. Do it the way you want to do. Whatever is successful. Success means making money. That's in my book because if you're in the voiceover business, then businesses exist to make money. And so that's how I conduct my business, and that's how I for business, that's how I determine my success. Voice 123. So I was going to say I didn't do a lot of auditions because I
Hmm.
was busy and lazy. If I wasn't slowing down, I would have done a lot more. Voice 123, I made zero. Voices.com, I made zero. Upwork, I made zero. Fiverr was good, and that was $3,600 even. No other dollars, no other cents. An exact.
Hamburger money.
I did a $32 job today, and it put me right to $3,600 even.
Nice.
I mean, it's just
Wow,
so
that's
rare,
impressive.
so
Yeah.
rare. And then my
Well,
direct was only $1,995. Direct was 1,000. Those are all recurring clients. So my total, I'm trying to make about 3,600 a week, $5,595.
nice.
5,595 for so just what is that? Just a little bit. No, 3,600. Okay. I was going to say it was almost twice as much, but it wasn't quite.
You said 5,900 and
95. 3,600 would be 20,
yeah.
20 7,200. So yeah, I was short of that obviously. But a
But
couple thousand bucks over.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had 1,600, so we were what, 7,500?
No,
Yeah,
math.
7,700.
7,000, right?
Yeah,
We're doing math on
77.
the air. That is not a good thing.
No, it's not. Let's stop while we're ahead.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can
Well,
figure it out.
thanks for joining us again this week. If you guys are new to this channel, feel free to check out our other videos. You'll see us in a different setting for probably most of them and for other ones too. And we had a different studio. So feel free to ask questions if you have any. Um, we'll be here. Dad and I don't do any coaching, so we make all of our money from voiceover. All right. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week, no matter what. Take care.